What's up, people of the internet? Coming at you tonight with a new recipe. But first, before we get to that, I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. If you hear strange noises like geese or turkeys or cockatoos or crashes or anything like that in the background, just know that it's completely normal since I have turkeys and geese and cockatoos in the house, and they all cause the occasional crashing noise. Hi, Holiday. Hi, Holiday. But anyway, today, or tonight, I am making a vegan sesame coleslaw. Just FYI, you can take the dressing for this slaw and just grate up some carrots and some spring onions and pour it over rice noodles, and you'll have sesame noodles. So it's kind of a diverse recipe, especially for the sauce. But anyway, I'm going to go over the ingredients real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, what I got here is about a half a cup of water. This is a third a cup of rice vinegar. This is also a third cup, but it's a different measuring glass there, of tamari. It's a gluten-free soy sauce. I cook gluten-free right now. I've got about 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. That's probably close to a tablespoon of Sriracha. Some Worcestershire sauce, I would say that's probably 2 tablespoons. I got about 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. I got about 1 tablespoon of lemon. This is the peel, the seeds, the juice, the guts, everything, just all blended up. I make it in ice cubes. I got about 1 tablespoon of freshly grated ginger. I've got what looks to be around 1/2 cup or so of freshly toasted sesame seeds, and probably pushing 2/3 to 3/4 of a cup of freshly chopped cilantro. Those are the ingredients for the sauce. And then for the slaw itself, I got a whole bunch of red cabbage, this is about 2/3 each of a head of red cabbage, medium head of red cabbage, medium head of green cabbage. I got about 1/2 of a cucumber here. This is not going in the slaw. This will be going for what I do with the slaw. I got 1/2 a red onion. This is 1 carrot, 1 large carrot grated. This is some spinach, also not going in the slaw. It's going in what I'm doing with the slaw. I'll show you that at the end. All right, so the dressing is super easy. You just kind of combine all the ingredients. So we'll start with our water. Then you got your vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil. You can add more sesame oil based on your tastes, how much sesame flavor you want this to have. 2 tablespoons will go a long way, though, especially if it's a good toasted sesame oil. We've got our Sriracha sauce. I'm going to get a spatula and scoop that out off video. I got one hand videotaping and one hand pouring stuff. There's our Worcestershire sauce. This is our lemon. This is our ginger. Also, I'll scrape that out. Sugar. Sesame seeds. And cilantro. Super easy. Then you just give that a whisk. Make sure my lemon broke up in there because it was frozen like 20 minutes ago, but it's probably thawed now. FYI, I would prefer to have the juice of 2 limes to put in here, but all I have is lemon right now. No lime, sorry, but lime does definitely do better in this, but lemon will get the job done. All right. So I am not able to pause this. So I'm going to take like 5 seconds and scoop all this stuff in here. Just give me 1 second, or 5 seconds. I know y'all are counting. Someone's going to comment the amount of seconds this took. But waste not, want not. And I don't have a tripod or a stand for this phone. All right, there we go. The rest of that stuff's in there. Give it a quick stir and then set it to the side for a second. You get yourself a big old container like this one here, and you dump in the other ingredients. Try not to spill too much. Carrots. And onion. Oh, also, spring onion would be my preferred choice for this, but this is all I had tonight. Kind of got to work with what you got. The county I live in, not great for organic produce. Best place to get organic produce is like almost an hour's drive, so I don't always have everything I need. All right. Then I'm just going to get some tongs here, and I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little bit. So you can eat this immediately, but if you let it sit for a couple hours, just like 2 hours, it's a lot better. And if you let it sit overnight, it has a completely different flavor from what it will now. And that's when I like it the best. And so this goes great. I just eat it right out of the bowl. It can go on barbecue, like vegan jackfruit barbecue. All right. Then you just put your dressing in. Scrape that out later. And then you just kind of mix it all around. Also, you can throw the lid on this and shake it up after you've mixed it up a little bit with the tongs. All right, so I'll show you what I'm going to do with this tonight, though. So that's done. There's your slaw. It's that easy. Of course, I did all the hard work off camera, all the prep stuff. But grab a cutting board here. Show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself a pie plate here that is full of water. And these guys here are spring roll wrappers. They're rice ones, though. It's like rice paper. It's not like it's not a flour and egg based. It's just a rice paper. They come in these sheets. It's kind of rigid. But if you drop them in the water for, I don't know, around 5-10 seconds maybe, when you pull them out of the water, you want them to still be a little rigid because they'll still be wet and they'll continue to soften even out of the water. So I'm going to give it like maybe 10 or 15 seconds in there. You kind of go by feel. All right. So once that's done, you just lay it out. Take some of your slaw here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put some of this other stuff in here. This is just baby spinach that I've washed up. And then we'll take a couple of pieces of cucumber. Not a lot. There's not going to be a lot of room here. And actually, now that I think about it, we're going to pull these in just a little bit. I think that was it. It was the spinach and the cucumber that I had set aside. Yeah. All right. So we got a couple pieces of that. I don't really like the cucumber and the slaw. Then we're just going to take some of this slaw here. Not a ton. See if I can get an angle on this so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. All right, get everything kind of in the middle. We're going to pull this, actually going to pull this down to this end of it. These are a bit challenging to work with. I probably have way too much stuff in here. But then just going to kind of fold the sides in and kind of wrap them over. And just roll them over. And my ends didn't really hold together, but that's okay. Then what you do, you grab your chef's knife. This is my favorite knife, by the way. Nothing sticks to it. You just cut it. Grab yourself a plate. All right. Not too shabby. Got a little garnish there. And there you go. There is your spring roll. You could sprinkle some sesame seeds on top of that. Maybe drizzle some of your dressing. You might have reserved some dressing on top of there. Here, I actually have some. Kind of make it fancy. There we go. You pay 20 bucks for, nah, you probably pay 10 bucks for that in a fancy restaurant. Okay guys, that's the recipe for tonight. I might do some more of these cooking videos. I'm not gonna get too wrapped up in the production. I don't have a team of people to help me make these videos. So, but that gives you the idea of how to make some sesame coleslaw or sesame noodles. Remember, just basically the same thing, and sub out some spring onions for the regular onions, and instead of putting the cabbage in there, just use some rice noodles. All right, I guess that's it. Y'all have a good one.